What is up, everybody? Today I am back.
The Focus is all done. All it really was just changing out the hood and getting it painted. Over here I did need a little bit of body filler, which was no big deal. The horn didn't work. Turns out that was just a missing fuse. The driver's window also didn't work. I took it apart and wiggled the window regulator and then it just started working. Otherwise, I had the paint shop work on this spot over here. This spot was chipped away. They did touch up some spots like this over here. Then around back, what they did over here, there was a paint scrape over here that they painted over. And they did mess up on this spot, but I had them do it again, and that was no big deal. Otherwise, there's no other damage on this car. It looks perfect all around. It's got... The guy that I bought it from said that he put almost brand new tires on this right before he sold it to me. Right over here on the inside, it is somewhat clean. We got a few... The seats don't look the best. But we have the aux radio, does not have Bluetooth, that kind of sucks. Some issues like this over here and that over there. But we have... This thing is running smoothly. I just got the oil changed on this thing. The oil looked good. We have 101,000 miles on it. So this thing had a few issues, none of which was very hard, and it all got figured out pretty soon. Now, originally I bought this car for parts for the other car, and it was originally because the guy said that he had problems with the transmission. So I bought this car. He wanted to raise the price on me, and we kind of went back and forth a little bit until we originally settled at the original price of $1,200 for this car. So I bought this car and thinking that I'd just part this out and make a few bucks on parts and then get pretty much free parts for the other car. However, like, this thing drives without a problem. I've been driving it to work. I have it insured and tagged, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with this thing. And it had a light on for a bad ground wire to one of the shifter motors in the transmission. And whoa, what's going on over here? Alright, I'm gonna get out here and see what's going on over here. So that hole back there, that was here for like a year. Then we got this over here. And that's new. So right next to this road right here, there is just a quarry and it just goes down. So the water is just draining from this hill underground down into there. So obviously it's causing erosion right here. So this car has been really, it's been fine, and the check engine light, it just went away on its own. And I've actually never felt anything wrong with this transmission since ever I bought it. This thing was running fine. I have no idea what the guy was talking about. And I've tried it, I've floored it, I've driven it really carefully, trying to get this transmission to act up, and just nothing. This thing is just I bought a problem-free car for $1,200 minus the body damage. So the original cost of this car was $1,200 plus the hood plus the body shop. They charged me altogether, I think the body shop charged me something like $350, I think is what they charged me. And plus I had to pay tags on this thing, and I had to insure it for a while. So I did the math. Like, pessimistically, I have about $2,600 into this car. Well, I have it listed right now for $4,500. I got a couple people kind of asking about it. They said maybe about $4,000, and $4,000 seems a little low considering that these cars are going for like $5,000, $6,000, or even $7,000 for the nicer ones going right now on Craigslist in my area. So I just got lucky and got a really good deal on this one. This one was a real score for me. It just, right now we're luckily in the high time of car sales, right in the spring. So this thing should sell pretty quick, I hope, giving me a profit of maybe $1,300, $1,400 if I sell it for $4,000. So for a car that required this little amount of work, that's not bad at all. Now, one thing I forgot to mention about this car is that one time I was driving with it and the car said the engine hot, so shut it off immediately, and I looked and it had absolutely no coolant in it. So it turns out that the water pump was leaking, and I couldn't fix that myself because there was an AC line in the way, so I just figured I'd just have a shop do it for me. So shop charged me $250 to replace the water pump on this, which is kind of expensive, but not much I can do about that. So now I have this car to worry about, and this has kind of been a problem for me. Now you see over here, I've already got this piece cut out, and this over here needs to be pulled back about 1 inch. That wouldn't be too much of a problem. However, this car has just been running rich, and I originally thought it was like an O2 sensor or the purge valve leak or something like that. However, I've been trying that stuff. I've tested out if it's the catalytic converter, and I can't figure it out, but this car is running rich. Since it's not fixed, I can't take it anywhere for anybody to look at it, and I'm not all that good with mechanics. So right now, I don't know what to do with this car. I was thinking about maybe throwing it back into the auction. I might lose a few $100, but it's still better than fixing it and then losing thousands. And even though I've already spent like $400 for this hood, matching color, and I've spent time on this bumper. I already got the bumper for it. I've went a little ways with this car already. But should I continue to spend a few more $100 on parts, and then about $1,000 on paint for this car? And even though these Focuses aren't worth all that much, like mine's at the white one's at $4,500 right now, and I don't have any people seriously interested on it as it's been listed for a few days. So what do you guys think? Do you think I should keep this and try to figure out what's wrong with it, invest more money into it, or just call it a loss and throw it away and get something else? So I guess that's all, except I still have this MKZ, which is just sitting back here, just parked. And right now, since it's not winter, so I have absolutely no use for this car either. I'm driving the white Focus every day right now, and occasionally the Fusion. So this thing might go up for sale. I was thinking of keeping this car, however, since insurance is so cheap on it, because it's an old people car. However, it's just going to be sitting here till like November when it starts snowing again. So it'd be kind of pointless paying for insurance on a car I am not using at all. So of course, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video, and I might buy a new car in the meantime, or whatever else happens.